Familial adenomatous polyposis presents in adolescence in many cases, and talking to people at that age presents particular problems. To try and illustrate this, we made a funny video some years ago where I had to play the part of a teenager with familial adenomatous polyposis. See what you think.
Hello, Mrs. Hasselborough. Come and take a seat.
Hello, Dr. Gunn. Oh, nice to see you again.
You brought John with you.
I've brought John, yeah.
Hiya, John.
Saturday
Have a
off
seat.
school to come.
Now, how are you getting on?
Oh, we're all fine. Our Johnny's a bit worried about all these tests, you know, after his dad died on your ward with them polypus things.
Yes.
But I said you would talk to him about it today. I mean, you won't talk to me about it.
You haven't explained the test.
No, well,
at
I
all.
don't really know what they're involved. I mean, I know they're a bit nasty. I've told them they're a bit nasty, but I actually don't know what's involved.
Well, John, you know that your father died with a tumour in his bowel, and it's possible that you may have that same disease. Had you understood that?
It's been told to him. He just doesn't listen to anybody.
We can do tests to tell if you've got this disease or not by finding out if you've got polyps in your bowel. If you have, then we can offer some treatment which should prevent you getting the tumour that your father had. So, would you be willing to consider tests that would tell if you're going to get a tumour and lead to treatment which would prevent you getting the tumour? How do you feel about that?
He'll come, whatever you organise for him, he'll come, I'll make sure he comes.
Would you be happy with that, John?
Yeah.
But talk to Dr. Gunn then.
Right. Aye.
The big problem is, John, that the tests, or at least one of the tests, isn't pleasant because it means examining your back passage with an instrument. It doesn't hurt, but it isn't pleasant. So to do that test, I'd have to pass an instrument into your back passage. It would only take a few minutes. It would, however, let me know if you had polyps in your bowel and if you require any treatment or not. How do you feel about that?
Go on then.
Well, if you were willing, I would like to do the test sometime, which would take 2 or 3 minutes. We could tell if you had polyps, and then I could discuss any treatment with you, depending on whether or not you had the polyps. I would suggest that you could go home, talk this over with your mother sometime, and then if you'd like to undergo the test, you could come back and see me, we could talk about it again, and the test would only take a few minutes. Would you like to do that?
Aye.
Would you be willing to come back and talk about it again in about 3 or 4 weeks' time?
He'll come back, Dr. Gunn. He probably won't talk
Right.
to you. He doesn't talk to anybody.
Mm.
Look at him.
Well, the decision is yours, John. If you'd like to undergo the test, I'd be very pleased to perform it, and then we could talk about whether or not you require any treatment to prevent you getting this tumour. Anything you would like to ask me at all?
No, it's all right.
Right then. So make an appointment to see me in 3 or 4 weeks' time, John, and I'll talk to you about the test again.
Okay.
I'll just make that appointment with the nurse on the way out.
Yes,
do I?
please.
I'll make
Okay.
sure he comes back.
Right, thanks for coming along, John.
Bye, Dr.
Bye.
Gunn. Thanks.